Ultamize. There's a moment that happens at dinner tables all over the world every single night. Someone sits down, they put their phone on the table, face up, right next to their fork, like it's a piece of cutlery, like it belongs there, like the table was set for three, the two people having dinner and the phone. And nobody says anything because it's become so normal that saying anything about it would make you the weird one, the uptight one, the person who's making a big deal out of nothing. But here's what the phone on the table actually is: it's a statement, a very clear, very visible statement about priorities. It's saying whatever comes through this device tonight is potentially a lot more important than whatever happens at this table. I'm keeping my options open. I'm here, but I might not stay here. Part of me is already somewhere else. That's what it says every time, whether you mean it or not. I want to talk about what dinner actually is, or what it's supposed to be, because I think we've forgotten. Dinner isn't just eating, never has been. Across every culture, across all of human history, the shared meal has been one of the primary ways that human beings maintain their connections to each other. It's where families catch up, where friendships deepen, where couples reconnect after days spent largely apart, where colleagues become people to each other rather than just names on an email chain. The dinner table is where real conversation happens, or it used to happen. Because real conversation requires something that the phone is specifically engineered to prevent. It requires patience, the willingness to sit with the topic long enough for it to go somewhere interesting, the willingness to let a silence exist without filling it, the willingness to be a little bit bored, even, and to stay with that person across from you through that boredom until the conversation finds its depth. Real conversation can be slow. It meanders. It goes down dead ends and sometimes doubles back. It requires two people to be genuinely present, not performing presence, not partially present, but actually there for long enough that something real can emerge. The phone is the enemy of all that, not because it's evil, because it's specifically designed to be more immediately stimulating than almost anything else in your little world. It's engineered by some of the smartest people on the planet to be more interesting, more rewarding, more dopamine triggering than the person sitting across from you. And the person sitting across from you, however wonderful they are, can't compete with that engineering. They weren't designed by a team of behavioral scientists to maximize your engagement. They're just a person, a real, complicated, sometimes boring, sometimes fascinating, irreplaceable person who chose to spend this particular evening with you, or at least part of it. And they're losing. Every time the phone wins, they're losing, and they feel it. They really feel it, even if they never say a word about it. Let me tell you about something researchers call the iPhone effect, and it's remarkable. Studies have shown that the simple presence of a smartphone on a dinner table, not being used, not lighting up, just sitting there, measurably reduces the quality of conversation. People share less, they go less deep, they report feeling less connected to the person they're with. The phone doesn't have to do anything, it just has to be there, visible, a constant silent reminder that there's another big world available, a more stimulating world, a world that's only one tap away. That's how powerful this object has become in our social environment. Its mere presence changes the nature of human connection around it. Now, let me give you something practical. The phone free dinner doesn't require a big announcement, doesn't require a family meeting or relationship conversation or a policy discussion. It just requires you to put your phone somewhere it can't be seen before you sit down. That's it. Just put it away every time as a matter of routine, not as a grand gesture toward presence, just as a quiet, consistent habit that says, this table, this meal, these people, this is where I am right now, completely. And if you eat with other people who keep their phones on the table, you still put yours away because you can only control your own behavior. And your behavior, your consistent, quiet, phone free presence at the dinner table will over time have more influence on the people around you than any conversation about phone habits ever will. People notice, they always notice. They might not comment, they might not immediately change their own behavior, but they do notice. And somewhere in the part of them that's still hungry for real connection, the part that the phone hasn't quite reached yet, they feel it. The dinner table is one of the last great stages for human connection in modern life. Please don't let it become a phone rack.